Hello everybody, this is Tyler here once again from the Other Games channel, and just as the package slid onto my chair, yeah, I got a package to open up today. So this was another package from Box Lunch. Like, if anybody saw my unboxing video of the Count Super7 reaction figure, this is another Box Lunch order, and I can already see who I got here. So this is not Sesame Street this time, as you guys can probably already see. This is from, oh wow, they actually, yeah, thank goodness I'm not an inbox collector, let's just say. Oop, there goes one of the figures, and that's the receipt, which I'm not gonna show. Alright, so let me just pull all the boxes out. Let me see if there's anything else in here. Nope, okay. Okay, so, let me just take, so I'll just, man, that's it's rather unfortunate, especially considering that this card is so screwed up. So yeah, so I got some of these Richard Scarry Busy World Super 7 reaction figures to showcase. So I had a Box Lunch money coupon, so I got $20 off my purchase. So I decided to get some more reaction figures, and decided to go take a break from the street for the time being and go on to another kind of nostalgic franchise, that being the Busy World characters from Richard Scarry. So these are all from Wave 2 that they released a while ago. There's also Wave 1, which I don't have any of the figures of yet. And yeah, this is like quite damaged, so that's rather unfortunate, but so there's all the figures from both Wave 1 and 2 combined. So I don't have any of the Wave 1 figures yet, but I do hope to get them at some point. But anyways, this figure I have here is Huckle Cat with a picnic, wearing red overalls and a yellow shirt. And of course, this is the second Huckle Cat figure that they did for the reaction figures. In Wave 1, there was a regular Huckle Cat figure, but he came with Lowly Worm as an accessory. So, yeah. So, let me just say this. If you're an inbox collector for these reaction figures, I would probably not recommend buying from Box Lunch. As you saw with the way they packaged the figures, yeah, it ruined the card parts of the. Oh, I just realized the Huckle Cat has some sort of protective thing right there, protective band. Let me just get my scissors real quick and just open that up. Give me a moment. All right, my apologies. It took a lot of digging to get him out of there. He had like two protective bands around his waist. So yeah, if you're gonna get these figures yourself, just keep in mind it's gonna be a little bit tricky, so you gotta be patient and be careful while trying to get Huckle Cat out of his package. So here we go, we have Huckle Cats with his overalls looking, I gotta say, I've praised the Sesame Street reaction figures that Super 7 has done, but they let me just cover my hand here a bit so you can see Huckle Cat a bit closer up. So, yeah, just like with the Sesame Street figures, I say Super 7 did a fantastic job translating Huckle Cat here into 3D form. As, funny enough, to my knowledge, there's never been a 3D interpretation of Richard Scarry's Busy World characters, so that's interesting. And let me just see if I can get, yep, his head moves. Like with most of the reaction figures, they have articulation. So there's arm movement, and very limited with the leg movement, but of course that's mostly because of the way the character is designed. And let me see if his tail moves. Nope, his tail is stuck, so 5 points of articulation for Huckle Cat, and his accessory, which I got out before I got Huckle Cat out himself, is a picnic basket. So let me see if I can get that in his hand. Try to see if I can. Okay, well that's one way to get it in. So there he is with the picnic basket. Alrighty, that's Huckle Cat in his overalls. So just gonna set him aside here, if I can. I'll move that card out of the way. Yeah, it is rather unfortunate that Box Lunch does pack these figures in like mailers rather than like sturdy boxes with plenty of bubble wrap, but yeah, as I brought up earlier in the video, if you're a card collector, if you keep these figures in a box, I would recommend going somewhere else, because unfortunately for Box Lunch, they don't do that very well. But This one doesn't look as bad as the Huckle Cat one, so this is Sally Cat right here. Back's pretty much the same. And there we go. She actually looks very similar looks very similar to Huckle Cat. I think they literally have the same face sculpt, which I think is... Oh, jeez. There we go. I think that does make sense that they use the same head sculpt for both these characters, since, well, they're brother and sister. Let's see, does she have... She doesn't... Oh, wait, she's got some bands on her knees, so let me just get that opened, and once I get her out of the package, I will get a better look at this figure. Oh boy, there's going to be a lot of footage that I'm going to have to cut out in editing, but here we go. This is Sally Cat out of the plastic bubble. So there she is. So just going to do a bit of a comparison between her and Huckle. So, yep, as I've seen, pretty much the same face sculpt, which, as I brought up earlier, makes sense since both characters are related. Alright, and just like Huckle, she does look very well in 3D form. Got the same articulation as Huckle. Let me just see if, yep, her head does move. And I notice she does have a little bit better leg movement than Huckle does, I've noticed. That's probably why they had the bands around her knees rather than, like, with Huckle around his waist. So, there we go. That is a brief look at Sally Cat, and she comes with, I believe this is meant to be a teapot, and not gonna lie, when I first saw this accessory, I thought it was a watering can for some reason. Let's see if I can get that in her hand. I will say, the unfortunate thing about some of these accessories is that they don't really go in the hands that well. I would have gone with the other hand, but there's no, it's not molded to hold any accessories, so I got no other choice but to try the right hand. Try to put it in there without ruining the... Okay, that's the best I can do. There we go. There she is with the teapot. Alright, that is Sally Cat right there. Put her next to Huckle. And then the last figure of Wave 2 of Richard Scarry's Busy World is Mr. Fixit, the Fox Repairman. Now, as for... I should have brought this up at the beginning of the video, but as for me, with Richard Scarry's Busy World, I haven't really read the books when I was little, but I did have a few VHS tapes. Not from the Busy World of Richard Scarry cartoon from the 90s, but from these direct-to-video specials that came up before it, which were essentially kind of had the characters like teaching concepts like numbers and letters and all that. So, interestingly enough, Mr. Fixit here comes with 2 accessories, if I can get them both out. So there's the tool box, or kind of looks like it looks like a bag more so than a box. So there's that, and then he comes with a hammer as well, right there. And then let's see, yep, very similar to Sally Cat. I noticed Mr. Fixit does have some clear bands around his knees, so I'll have to get those out, and this will take me a few minutes, but I will slowly but surely get him out of the plastic bubble. Alright, surprisingly enough, he did not take as long to get out of the box as the cats do, but there is Mr. Fixit right here. His face, definitely pretty crazy. I like it. Here we go. Once again, I noticed the heads are a bit stiff first, but once you start moving them, they'll articulate very well. But that's the arms, legs, and the tail actually has some motion as well. So unlike the Huckle and Sally, he can actually, his tail can actually move. So funny enough, Mr. Fixit has 6 points of articulation. So not only does he have an extra accessory, but he also has extra articulation. So how very fitting. So let's get the hammer into one hand, and let's get the tool bag into the other. Whoop. See if I can get it from this angle, maybe. Whoop. Okay. Nice. There we go. We have Mr. Fixit with his 2 accessories. There we go. Looks awesome. Gotta say, even though I was kind of disappointed about the way these figures came in, Seeing that I am an out-of-box collector, this doesn't bother me as much, but I can definitely see how that would be a huge issue with somebody that, like, collects these figures in the package. So, yeah, as I said a few times in the video, I would recommend buying these figures from other retailers besides Box Lunch. Yeah, it's a shame a lot of these companies don't, like, care too much about packaging their stuff very well. Like, especially Amazon with, like, DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks, like... Yeah, I don't know what it is, so, yeah, but all in all, very glad I got these, and as I said before, I definitely plan on getting Wave 1 of these figures if possible. We'll plan on doing a separate video about that at some point in the future, but yeah, very satisfied with these, love these figures, just as good as the Sesame Street ones, and I noticed, kind of looking in between the two, they're kind of like, I noticed the Richard Scarry ones are a little bit thicker than the Sesame Street ones. Let me bring the count down here as a bit of a comparison. So let me put him right next to Mr. Fixit. Yeah, quite the noticeable difference between the two. So that's interesting. But yeah, not much else to say. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And something else I forgot to bring up. I realized that I'm probably the only person on YouTube that's unboxed Wave 2 of these Richard Scarry reaction figures. I noticed somebody already did a video a year ago about the Wave 1 figures, so I've already been beaten in terms of that, but there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, I would definitely recommend it if you're a fan of Richard Scarry Busy World. I would definitely recommend getting these figures. Like I said, not from Box Lunch, probably do it from either Super7's website. Not sure if Amazon carries these. I noticed Target's website also has them. Hopefully they package them way better than Box Lunch, but regardless, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more random content to come on this channel. This is Tyler from the Other Games channel, signing out.